Hey guys, it's Mrs. Aki, and this video is not meant for everybody. This video is meant for students who are just needing extra help and are not copying everything. They just need clarification. So if you're going to copy this whole entire video, stop watching, because when you go to retake the quiz, you're going to fail again. I need you guys to be thinking about the process, and I'm going to be pulling that group to work on it. So video is not meant for everybody. My video will be 15 minutes long. So if I'm going too quick, it's because I have a limited amount of time, and you hit that pause button as much as you can. All right, let's go ahead and start with reviewing question number 1. So we're going to solve for M. So, first thing I'm going to look at, is there parentheses? No. Is there like terms? Yes. Let me go through and highlight them so I can show you. There's a -6 and a 4. This 3/4 M, this 3/4 M does not have a like term. Again, does not have a like term. So we're leaving that one all by itself. All right, I want to isolate the variable, so I'm going to have to add 6. Okay, 4 plus 6 is 10. 3/4 M, and then -6 plus 6 cancels out. All right, our last step is to look and see if there's any subtraction or addition. Nope. Division, multiplication. Yes, right here. So we're going to divide by 3/4. Divide by 3/4, which actually means you're going to multiply by 4/3. So I'm going to actually be multiplying by the reciprocal to get M by itself. 4 times 10 is 40. 3 times 1 is 3. I would have been okay if you left it like this, okay? But if you continued on, you would have got 13.3 repeating, or 13 1/3. All right, let's go ahead and go to question number 2. Remember, if I'm going too quick, pause. Question number 2. We're going to combine like terms first. So let me take out my highlighter. If I can't keep track of my like terms, I'm going to highlight them. This is a -H. Make sure you're keeping track of signs. That's an H, that's an H, that's an H. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our constants. -8, 8, 14. Okay, I'm going to combine on same side first. On this side right here, I do not have any like terms, so I'm going to leave it as -8 minus H. Okay, this side, I'm going to combine using the operations in between them. So I'm going to add, and I'm going to add. 2H plus H plus 6H leaves us with 9H. Okay, and now I'm going to add my yellows using the operation in front of our last one. Okay, 8 plus 14 leaves us with 22. What am I saying? 8 plus 14, yep, leaves us with 22. So plus 22. All right, now we're done combining our like terms on opposite sides. We're going to go into adding like terms on opposite sides, combining them. So let me go through and identify those really quick with you. We have this -8 and this 22. We have this -H and this 9. Keep track of those signs, super important. Okay, I told you my preference. My preference is to keep my variable positive and to work with them first. There's 4 ways you could have done this. This is my preference. I'm going to add H to keep my variable positive and work with it first. -8 equals 9 plus H is 10H plus 22. Now I'm going to take away 22 because I have to combine my 2 yellows. All right. Now I have all my H's left alone. Okay. And -8 minus 22 is -30. Last step, divide by 10. Divide by 10. H equals -3. Some of you were really close. Okay. I do expect to see how that worked there. All right. Problem number 3. It asks you to write a detailed explanation of the steps you took. If you didn't take steps, you can't explain them yet. So let's go through and take our steps. We're going to combine our like terms, no parentheses. Now we're going to go into combining our like terms. Okay. I like to work with my variable first, and I like to keep it positive. So I'm going to add 2x, Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. Still have that 18, 15. Okay, now I'm going to add 18, isolating my x, getting x all by itself over on this side. Now I only have the x's, equals 15 plus 18 is 33. And I'm going to divide by 4. Divide by 4. X equals, I would have been okay if you left it as 33 over 4, because this can't be reduced down. If you went through and reduced it all, you should have 8.25, 8 1/4. Okay, and then I do expect to see that explanation. You should have said something like, I looked for parentheses and there wasn't. Then I combined my like terms on opposite sides. So I added 2x and took away 18 and added 18. Okay, then I divided by 4. Depending on what steps you took, that's what you should see. Okay, I still expect to see that on your corrections. All right, let's go over to problem number 4. Okay, parentheses. Yes, we have parentheses. To get rid of parentheses, distribution is what you're supposed to use. And here's the number one mistake I saw on your guys' thing is that when you went and distribute, you have to distribute to both players inside the parentheses. Okay, and don't lose the signs. Negative 3 times n is negative 3n. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Don't lose that sign. Plus 10, rewrite, equals negative 8. Combine like terms on same side. So negative 18 and 10 are like terms, so we're going to combine them on the same side. Negative 18, keep track of your sign, plus 10 is negative 8. So negative 3n minus 8 equals negative 8. All right, add 8. Negative 3n equals 0. That means there's still a solution. If I get rid of the variable altogether and the numbers are not the same numbers, that's the time when there is no solution. This still means that n is 0 and that is an answer. Okay, they cross at 0. Okay, they're equal at 0 when n is 0. All right, next problem. This one, you had to make sure for problem number 5 that you were paying attention to all the directions. Okay, there's multiple parts in here. You're supposed to find x and then find the perimeter, and I did need to see an equation. Okay, so this is in a regular triangle, meaning this side is equivalent to this side. Equilateral triangle, 7x minus 1 equals 6x plus 6. That's all you do to set up the equation. Now we solve. I like working with my variable first, and I like keeping it positive. So I'm going to take away 6. Take away 6 from both sides. 7x minus 6x is x. Okay, now I'm left with my constants, so I'm going to add 1. Add 1. Now I have x equals 7. Great. You solved for x. You did not solve for the side. Now we plug 7 in for x and solve for the side. 7 times 7 is 49. Minus 1 is 48. I'm going to go through and check my work really quick. 6 times 7 is... One second. 6 times 7, is 42. And then 42 plus 6 is 48. So did we get the right answer? Yes. Each side is 48. So we have 48 times 3 is equal to the perimeter, and the perimeter is 144. So I gave some of you half points because you didn't find that perimeter part. All right, let's go to the back side. All right. From your home, the route to the school that passes the mall is 2 miles shorter. So this route right here is 2 miles shorter than this route right here. Okay, this one is 2 miles longer. That needed to be put into your equation. Super important. What is the length of each route? That's what I'm looking for, and I am looking for equations that you add into it. Again, it was super important that you included this minus 2 or that plus 2, and that's when they're equivalent and that you wrote the equation. Okay, you're solving with an equation. Okay, so we have x plus 1 plus x plus 2, okay, equal to 2x plus 1 plus x plus 2 miles shorter. This way was 2 miles shorter. Rewind, 2 miles shorter. This way, I had to add 2 for them to be equal. Rewind. Okay, minus 2. I have to take away 2 to be equal to that side. Okay, I have to add 2 to be equal to this distance. There we go. Now it makes logical sense. Okay, that was one equation. Here's the second equation you could have had. Okay, you could have x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus 2, add 2 miles, and then it'll be equal to 2x plus 1 plus x. Either one of these would get you the same solution, okay? So I'm going to work with my second equation, combining my like terms, x, 2x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 5 equals 3x, 1, 2, 3, plus 1. All right, I'm going to work with my variable first. I'm going to keep it positive. Take away 2x, take away 2x. 5 equals 3 minus 2 is 1. Take away 1. Take away 1. X equals 4. Now, did we solve for what the length of each route was? Nope, not yet. We're going to plug our x in, and we're going to solve for it. And if it's 2 apart, we did the right thing. So, the mall route was 4 plus 1, which is 5. 4 plus 2, which is 6. And then 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay, 11 miles. 2x times 2 times 4 is 8, so 8 plus 1 is 9. And then we have 4, we have 9 plus 4, which is 13. Are they 2 miles apart? Yes. Is this one 2 miles shorter? Yes. We did it all right. I apologize about my logic before, that I had to go through and correct that. I hope you were able to keep up with it. If not, make sure you're asking questions. And let's go to our last problem. Ooh, I'm going to have to rewrite all of that stuff in there because we cannot read that. This says 1, I'm going to write it in yellow. 1/2 x, no, that doesn't help out. 1/2 x degrees. This is x minus 15 degrees, 100 degrees, x minus 25 degrees, and 1/2 x degrees. Okay, find the value of x, then, start this with step in, state the angles of the polygon. 540, because it tells you that angle sum is 540, equals 1/2 x plus x minus 15 plus 100 plus x minus 25 plus 1/2 x. I just went through and counted all the angles and put them in our other side of our equation. Now I'm going to go through and combine our like terms. Okay, 1/2 of an x plus another 1/2 of an x is 1x, 1x, 2x, 3x, so 3x plus negative minus 15 minus 25 leaves us with, and then plus 100 leaves us with 60. I knew I was missing something. There's my 100. Okay, now we're going to take away 60. Take away 60. Okay, 3x equals 480. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. X equals 160, but did we solve for the angles? No, we're going to plug x into all of our angles. Okay, so what's 1/2 of 160? 1/2 of 160 is 80. So our first one's 80. This one is 80 as well. All right, what is 160 minus 15? 160 minus 15 is 145. Okay, 160 minus 25 is 135. And now we're done. All right, I made it in 15 minutes. Bye.